Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to Build Your Best Life. Come on in. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. And welcome to Build Your Best Life. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. As you go on your journey to be your best you, why not follow my basic principles to be the best you so that you can build your best life? Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am super excited to get into the meat of this month's uh, under construction segment. Yes, we are under construction. And then you know what that means when you're under construction. You got to get your hard hat ready. You got to get the appropriate tools so that you can be engaged. But we're under construction because we want to have the right building materials to build a great life. That's what we want to do. So y'all come on in. Come on in, come on in. Let's get started here. All right. Now, I got us kind of started last week on Saturday to remember that it's very important that we remember that we are important, we count, we have to be motivated and realize that we are important, we're vital to being who we want to be, because if we don't care about ourselves, then who are we trying to be better for? Certainly not others. You know, we should want to do certain things for ourselves. You know, what's your why? You know, your why can be your family. You want to see your kids get through college, those type things. But if you're not the best that you can be, how can you help your family, your other loved ones? So it's important to realize that you matter and you're number one, first and foremost. Amen. All right. So we're going to get started now with some of those building materials that we need in order to build that great life. Now, the first one I want to talk about is associations. Associations. And we know what associations are. Those are all those people that are around us, that are in our lives. Family, friends, business associates, people that we've networked with, people from all walks of life. All of those people, those are our associates. Okay, I guess you say, well, associates, how can they be good building material? I'm going to tell you how. The first thing that you have to do is ensure that you have the right associates in your life, the right ones. You don't want any haters in there. You don't want any duds in there. And you don't want any thugs in there. You got that? No haters, no duds, no thugs. Those you don't want in and around you. They have no place in your life. You know, sometimes negative people may be able to push you, so you may be able to deal with negative people. But those three categories, we don't want them in your lives at all. Okay? So, as we talk about the first building material, associations, who made up your life and the circumstances thus far? So all those people from your past, they had something to do with your life, whether it was positive or negative, they had an impact on your life. So all those associates. So if there is negativity in your life at this point, it could be that those people from your past had an impact on that. So those are some of your associates. Who is in your life now? Those are definitely associations of yours. But then more importantly, who needs to be added or eliminated for you to have a great life? So just think about that. Not only do you have to get rid of the ones that are not doing you any good, you have to get some in your life that are going to be there to help you and aid you and be a positive influence in your life. So there's two things you got to do. You got to minus out some stuff and you got to add in some stuff. Make sense? Wonderful. Now, some people are assigned to be in your life for a season, for a reason. And I know you've heard me say that before, but that is so true. You know, oftentimes you wonder that somebody was in your life and they're gone now, and it just, you know, almost devastated you when they left. You didn't understand it, but everyone is not placed in your life to stay. So just remember that as you go through those situations where you have people that come in your life and they may be in there for a short time and then they're gone. Like you may have someone that you meet in one of your classes, and you know you start talking and you think, oh well, that's going to be somebody that, you know, we're going to hang, we're going to get along together, and we're going to really, really stick, you know. And then all of a sudden that class is over and the relationship is gone. And you thought, I found somebody, they're going to be in my life, we're going to be friends, we're going to be associates, and then they're gone. Good evening, Dan and Peggy. Thanks for tuning in. So glad to see that you are here with me this afternoon. Thank you so much. So don't fret when those people are no longer in your life, because they weren't there to be there for the long haul. Then there may be different people during the various parts of your journey, those people that may be in your life for the long haul. So these are people that, you know, you met them, you had no idea that they would be in your life forever and a day, you know. But I can quickly think of a couple people. My oldest son's godmother, we worked together. She was the supervisor that when I got hired on at Florida Blue, she was my first supervisor. And she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And we had the haters and they would try to beat me down and do this, that, and the other. So I guess she was like an informal mentor for me, but she was there in my life. And we didn't work together probably for only maybe 2 years, if that, maybe a year and a half. But she is still in my life, and I can say a true and close friend today. And that was back in the 70s, but she's still my friend. So that's someone that's been in my life for the long haul. And, you know, I don't know what I would do if she wasn't in my life, because she's a positive person for me. She's someone that I can look to be honest and truthful with me. And so I enjoy that. And then I know sometimes here you hear me say Peggy. Well, Peggy is a friend, and Peggy and I got to be friends. And to me, it was a peculiar way, but I had just joined one of the usher boards at church, and the church had an outing. We had to go out of town, get on the bus and go out of town to serve at another church. And we didn't know each other. And she looked at me and she said, well, I'll go if you go. And I said, well, I'll go if you go. And we went on this outing, and we've been friends ever since. I'm the godmother of one of her children. She's always there for me. I try to be there for her. But that's a person that's been in my life for the long haul. So those relationships will come, but remember, that's not everybody. Then you have those authoritative figures, such as your parents, grandparents, seniors that you may meet in your neighborhood, school, church, different places. You have coaches, when I mean sports coaches, pastors, mentors, entrepreneurs that may come to whatever you in school or some association and speak to your class and your group. We have life coaches, and you know, there's many people, but often these people are eager to help people. You know, they just have that type of spirit where they have been through some things, they've learned a lot, they've been through a lot, they've had some ups and some downs, but they are willing to share that with others so that other people may not have to suffer all the things that they did in order to get where they are or to learn what they learned. And so that is a benefit to you if you can get those type of associates in your life that want to be there for you. Now, I know a lot of people always, you hear nothing but negative. They talk about your haters, they talk about the naysayers, the negative people around you, those that don't want to see you do good. And that is true to a certain extent. However, contrary to popular belief, not everybody wants to see you fail. I, for one, want to see everybody succeed. The more people that can succeed in life, the better life will be. So as you go through life in different situations, remember that leading you along a path where obstacles may be fewer or easier to handle if you have certain people in your life to help you along the way. Now, those people that you encounter, and a lot of times we sit back and we just watch people, and we watch them to see what type of people they are, because sometimes you admire people, but then when you have an opportunity to work with them or be in a group with them, you find out they are not what you thought they were. They are snobbish. They only want to associate with people that are on the same caliber that they are. And when I say that, I mean, if they are upper income, then they don't want to really be in relationships with people that are not higher income people. Or, they just want to be with the in crowd. They don't have time to be bothered with little Deborahs and little Jermaines and little Aubreys or whatever. They just want to be with the big dogs, And then you may watch some other people, and you watch them to see if they're going to slip up, or if what they show here and there is genuine. So a lot of times people don't realize that you are watching them. But when you find somebody that you think is truly genuine and they would be a great mentor or someone for you to follow or shadow, because you might ask somebody, well, can you be my mentor? And a lot of people think, well, that's going to take too much of my time. I don't have time for that. And they may say, well, no, I really don't have time to be your mentor, but, we can sit down and talk maybe twice a month or whatever. That's a mentor. Because all you're wanting is for people to hear you, give you genuine advice on what you need to do, what you need to stop doing, or whatever. So if there's anyone that's in your life and they can be there and help you, then that's good. You want to, have a relationship association with those type people. Now, keep this in mind, and this is something we'll talk about probably another time. But just like you sit back and you watch people and look at them to see how they are acting or how they're going to react about a certain situation, believe it or not, there are some people that sit back and watch you. And though you may think you're just an ordinary person, no one has any interest in you, you would be surprised. I have this saying, I see you seeing me. There are some people that are seeing you. You seeing somebody else, but there are some people seeing you. So if you were to actually look around, you could see them seeing you, because they see good qualities in you. And so they may admire to be someone that can follow in your footsteps or get advice from you on how you do certain things. So just remember that you have all those different types of associations. Some are good, some are not so good. Some will be around for a little while. Some will be around for the long haul. And some will be in and out in and out. Just be careful. Now, take my advice. Run from those individuals in your life that are pessimistic, they're negative, they're always going in a direction that is contrary to where you're going. Head in a direction that is opposite of them. So if every time you see them, they are, there's a nice pants. Did you press them? This is nice pants. You must be got them from Walmart. If they're nice, they're nice. It doesn't matter where you bought them from. They're being negative. Man, I saw, you remember James that went to class in school with us? I saw him the other day. Well, he gained weight. Have you looked in the mirror? Have you gained weight? And there are a lot of people who gain weight, and some people gain lots of weight. You never know if some of those people are on medications that cause them to gain weight. They have issues with different organs in their bodies that cause them to gain weight. They're depressed, which causes them to eat and they're gaining weight. That's their business. So you don't have to pick up on that and have comments about who's gaining weight, who's losing weight, unless you are sincere and you're walking up to them and say, well, I think you look really nice. You know, because some people may have been sick and they may have been smaller and they've gotten larger. If you want to give them a genuine compliment, that's one thing. But just to tell somebody else that they're losing weight or gaining weight, that's not so nice. But those people, those haters, those thugs, those duds, those naysayers, those negative people, those people that are pessimistic, they have nothing good to say about anything, not even themselves, not even their family members. Run. Don't walk, or run away from them as fast as you can. If you are listening at this, if you are sharing this with someone, you want to be better, or you know someone that would benefit from listening to this because they need to be better, this will benefit them. And if you are trying to be better, you don't need to be around people that are trying to take you down when you are trying to get up and be better. So you need to run from those people. Associations is the kind of material that you need in order to build a great life. Ensure you have the right associates with you. So associations is the first type of building material I want to talk about this month as I talk about having a great life based off using the right building materials. Those things that you need in life to take you in the right direction for you to learn the right things in order to be a better you, to build your best life. So remember, please, please, please like this video. I'm asking you to please share it with others. There are some that are, we've changed school now. Some of those that were doing virtual are having to adjust and go back into brick and mortar. We're having open houses now. People have different meetings they have. So if you know someone and you think that this video would benefit them or help them in any way, please share with them. Don't hold back and keep everything for yourself. Please share with them. I would appreciate that. Any comments that you have, I would appreciate it. It only helps me to help you when you leave comments for me. Then I know if there's a different subject you have, or if you have questions about something that I mentioned, I might have mentioned something, I might have said it out of context, misspoken, or you just have a question. I don't have a problem with you sending the comments so that I can clear that up or answer that question for you. But just remember, associations is a good building material to work with as if you want to build a great life. Figure out who's in your life, who needs to go, You want to have those people in your life. This weekend on October 9th and 10th, there's going to be a virtual influencers summit. It's going to be virtual. It's normally held every year during this time of year in the Bahamas, but it is going to be virtual this year. There are so many experts in their field that are going to be teaching leaders, people that nurture children and youth, to help them get information that will be beneficial in helping you in this time of crisis that we are in right now. If you are interested at all, please visit www.ricardomiller.com and get the information on pricing and registration in the classes and all of that. I will be facilitating on Saturday at 2 p.m., but I do urge you to check it out. It is going to be a worthwhile event, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on something that will help you to help others. As well, we had Nathaniel Butler on our men and boys virtual conference last month. And by popular demand, he is back. He is going to be on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in. He was going to give you some information that's going to help you with your finances. So please tune in and you will not be disappointed. It's Nathaniel Butler of Druber Solutions is great in his field. He is an expert and you will not be disappointed. So please tune in on Thursday. I will remind you again, but please tune in. Please go to my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. On there, you can find out more about my platform. You can find my web store where you can purchase my book, Build Your Best Life, that has information in here about my passion and my drive to help young high school age and young adult males to build a best life. So this book will help anybody that's interested in helping that age group and for that age group. But it's just basic principles that we all need to live by. You can purchase your autographed copy by going to my website. And I have a blog as well. A new article is placed on my blog each Monday. And you can follow up in case you miss any of our young men that we celebrate each week. They are placed on my blog as well. So they will be around for a while. But I thank you for tuning in today as you go on your way, on your journey. You will run into distractions, pitfalls, rough terrain, and detours. Please don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. They will slow you down, but keep going to be the best you so that you can build your best life. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you Thursday, 6:30 p.m. with Mr. Nathaniel Butler talking about investments and your finances. Thank you. Have a great evening.